Hi, it's G and Yanka from Amazing Parenting with another parenting tip.
Yes. Today we're going to talk about triggers a little bit because why are triggers important? Why do we have to talk about triggers?
We have to talk about triggers because people often react when they should respond. What that means is that they're not thinking about how it is that they're behaving.
Yes.
They're just being emotional instead of being logical.
Totally. Trigger is like a hot button that somebody pushes and it creates a very strong emotional reaction. We lose control over our behavior and we react, usually with anger, right? We yell, that's when we lose control over our behavior with our kids.
Yeah, often
and other people.
Yeah, often happens when you're unprepared for the situation, or you're unsure, or you just lack the right tools, basically.
Exactly. So, what are the most common triggers that get us going, right? Well, usually it can be something from your past. You can be triggered by the same things that your parents used to get triggered by. That means that if your child does something that you would do as a kid and you would get, yelled at for it, it very often still triggers parents because it triggers a very, very strong emotional reaction that goes all the way back to our past, right? Or we can be triggered by behavior from others that makes us feel like they are infringing on our needs, right? That our basic needs are not being met.
I think it happens to a lot of people when they're under pressure as
Yes.
well. They're under pressure to perform and they don't have the skills. They're under pressure to conform and they don't have the understanding. They're under pressure to inform and they don't have the knowledge. Hi darling, are you hungry? Would you like some food? You know that the dinner's going to be in about 10 or 15 minutes, yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then Octonauts, perhaps.
Absolutely, darling.
Perhaps
So,
we'll get the Octonauts.
So what kind of needs can we feel? We can be triggered by the most crazy things. For example, if we have lack of sleep, with young mothers, our tiny little baby infant can actually trigger a very angry reaction because we're not getting enough sleep, right? Jazzy, I think we're going to have to record this again.
Jazzy's discovered that the fit ball
makes a sound.
Makes a squeaky sound when
Which is lovely.
When you
Which is
ram it
lovely.
under the kitchen table. That's
Yes.
okay. We will persevere. Oh look, who's that?
Yeah.
That's you, isn't it? Wow, it's you with us. Do you want to come and join us? Okay. No, we can do this. We can continue with these trigger things.
Okay.
Trigger
Well, we
themes.
can we can be triggered, for example, if we feel like we don't have enough respect. Okay. Or if we feel, for example, we don't have enough privacy.
We can be. The one thing that she can't do is actually grab the microphone.
Yes.
She could grab anything in the whole flat, right?
Darling, go and tell Will that Mummy said to get you some apple juice. Okay. So, what can we do when we're triggered? Do you know? I mean, how can we prevent
I'm
triggers?
so distracted. No, I'm not only. We could do one on distraction as well. Right, what can we do when we're triggered?
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that I think is important is to try very hard to listen to what's being said and separate the opinion from the person who's speaking, separate the idea from the thinker. I think if we can put a little bit of distance between those two things, so we can separate them, I think it makes it a little bit easier for us to work on the problem.
Distance is very important in this situation, I think, because as soon as we remove ourselves slightly from the situation, and we don't take it personal as a personal attack on ourselves, then we can easily identify the trigger. We can realize, we can think about it, we can calm down, we can take some deep breaths, we can maybe focus on a point in our body, or we can focus on our breath, we can just calm down, identify the trigger, realize what we're reacting to, and then we can focus on what's being said.
It's very important to realize exactly what is happening and realize that you are reacting. I think it's good if you can set up a position that's some kind of default position for yourself. If you can buy yourself some time in the situation. Very often things will seem very important in the moment, but much less important over time. You know, we've all had the experience of, you know, at night it seems urgent and essential, and then the next day it
yeah. Also, what is very important, it's very helpful, right? If you can take a little bit of time aside and you can actually sit down and think what usually triggers me. Think back, you know, to the situations when you have been triggered and think, okay, what did I react to? What was I feeling that I was not getting? And once you find out which needs are not being met, then you can...
The needs of hunger and thirst over there and all.
Then you can address your own needs, right? Because you have to take care of your own needs just as much as you need to take care of the needs of your children. If your needs are not being met, you're going to have a short fuse and you're more likely to be triggered.
Absolutely. And together with that, be honest, right? I think that we have to be honest that we all have triggers, we all have issues that we'd rather not deal with or discuss or talk about. And when we can get closer to what those problems are, then we know that we have something to work on in our parenting skills.
Also, if you realize that there's something in your past that is basically hunting you, right? If there's something in your past that you just cannot get over, that you keep getting triggered by your kids, you can always get help, right? You can always, you know, go into therapy, talk to somebody, talk to a professional, and get more tips on how you can fight this problem.
I don't think you want to specifically fight against it, but
you
want to
work with it. Yes,
to work with it and work on it. You know, it's a step by step process, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think the kids are hungry?
I think they might be hungry.
Do you think they're ready for lunch?
And I think they might be trying to fend for themselves right now.
Oh, I think we better take care of their needs. Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, stay tuned for more amazing parenting tricks and tips and pointers and pieces of advice that will come your way over the noise of the kids.
And if you have any questions, remember, ask us anything. We will be happy to answer.
If we can.
If we can.
And we'll point you in the right direction, at least.
Yes,
right?
if we can't.
We'll point. We'll point like this. Right. Say bye to the people.
Bye.
Yeah, to join in the conversation. Link to us, Facebook, YouTube, all the usual stuff.
Yes.
Okay. Take
Bye.
care, guys. Bye.